welcome to the Excel Weekly Update presented by Beeman Toyota for today, Friday, April 3rd. We are into our second full week of long course, and we got a couple things we want to tell you about. But first, here's Coach Brennan.
Thank you, Coach Benji. It's our favorite segment of the week. This week, we welcome on new members to the team. We welcome to our varsity group in Murfreesboro, Everett Watson. From all of us here at Excel, welcome to the family. We've also got birthdays that we're celebrating this week, and we start with one tomorrow, Katie Francisco. Then on the 5th, Wyatt Higgs, Eva Godesara, Mason Quick. On the 7th, Colin Farnath and Brooklyn Lewis. On the 8th, Ronald Schroeder and Lucas Tarr. For everybody celebrating a birthday this week, happy birthday.
We do have a couple of announcements this week, and the first is that we have unveiled a new website. Now, if you type in the old website, excelaquatics.org, you will now be directed to our new website, which has a lot of improvements. However, if you're still looking for something that you remember from the old website, if you go look in the tab that says Team Unify, you'll still be able to get back to the old website. So jump on and explore. I think you're going to like it a lot. Secondly, our Longview, our Spring Hill site is closed down for the next couple of weeks. So all those practices, all those summers should be following the Brentwood practice schedule. You guys are all welcome over here. Other than that, we're not aware of any practice adjustments, but as always, please check in with your own coaches for any site-specific adjustments. Now that we're into long course season, we recognize that this is the first long course season for many of our swimmers. And there's a couple of changes that we want to make you guys aware of. Now, first and foremost, all of our races this summer will be in a 50-meter pool versus what we normally race in, which is a 25-yard pool. However, that won't change practice schedules a whole lot, with one exception, which is that all summer long, any long course practice that is being held here at the Brentwood ISC is open to any of our swimmers from all sites. So just check in where your roster would be and feel free to show up at any time. Now, the big change is that a meter is actually a little bit longer than a yard. So when you are trying to convert your yard times to meters times, there's no easy formula. Basically, the rule of thumb is for the older kids, 100 meters is roughly 7 seconds slower than 100 yards. And for our younger kids, that's probably closer to 12 seconds. But again, that is a very loose rule of thumb. So just think about those two different times as completely different sets of times. The second thing you have to worry about is that the backstroke flags are actually in a slightly different spot. Now, for yards, those are 5 yards away from the wall, but for meters, they're 5 meters away from the earth, which is about 17 inches farther away. That will make our swimmers who are doing backstroke need to make a slight adjustment to that. And then finally, for the events, there are some slight event changes. That's mostly in the distance events. So for the short course season, we had the 500, the 1,000, the 1650 freestyle. Those are all gone, and in their place for long courses, the 400, the 800, and the 1,500 meter freestyle. Now for our little kids, obviously the 25-yard events all gone for long course, as well as the 100 IM. But other than that, it's still the same sport, still the same season. You're gonna have a lot of fun with it, so let's dive right in.
Thank you, Coach Benji. Our first long course meet is right around the corner. So to make sure you're staying up to date with everything happening here during the long course season, make sure you're following us on social media. If you're watching this video on YouTube, make sure you like this video, subscribe to our channel, go ahead and hit that bell for notifications for when we upload new videos. Make sure you're following us on Facebook, Instagram, X, and Threads for all the latest news and updates. We'll see you next week.